Oro faces an early challenge in the Ruy Lopez Morphy defense Anderson variation, as Anand sets the tone in Clash of Generations. Vishay Anand vs Faustino Oro. Game 1. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight c6. Bishop b5. On a6. Threatening pawn takes b5. Bishop a4 played by Anand. Knight f6. This position is typical of Ruy Lopez Morphy defense Anderson variation. On d3. Anand's idea is to play bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and take decisive advantage. On b5 played by Oro. Threatening pawn takes a4. Bishop b3 played by Anand. Bishop c5. On c3. On d6. King castled kingside. Bishop b6. Knight bd2. King castled kingside. Rook e1. Knight e7. On d4. Knight g6. On h3. Bishop b7. Bishop c2. Rook e8. On a4. Queen d7. On b3 it is novelty move. Rook a d8. On d5. Knight h5. Knight f1. Bishop c8. Bishop e3. Bishop takes e3. Pawn takes e3. On c6. On c4. On b4. Knight 3 h2. Threatening queen takes h5. Knight f6 played by Oro. Knight g3. On h6. Rook f1. Knight h7. Knight f5. Knight e7. Knight takes e7 check. Queen takes e7. Pawn takes c6. Queen c7. On a5. Queen takes c6. Queen d2. Queen c5. Knight f3. Bishop b7. Oro is planning to play Knight f6. Knight e1. Knight takes e4. Bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4 and seize the initiative. Knight e1 played by Anand. Queen a7. Rook a4. Knight g5. Rook takes b4. Knight takes e4. Queen d3. Anand might go for Rook takes b7. Queen takes b7. Queen takes e4. Queen takes e4. Bishop takes e4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop a8 played by Oro. Rook b6. On d5. Oro considers playing Pawn takes c4. Queen takes c4. Knight d2. Queen takes a6. Queen takes a6 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn takes d5 played by Anand. Bishop takes d5. Queen takes a6. Queen takes a6. Rook takes a6. Knight d2. Threatening knight takes f1. Rook f2 played by Anand. Threatening rook takes d2. Knight takes b3 played by Oro. Knight f3. Bishop c4. Rook a7. Time to think, find the best continuation for Oro. Rook a8 is logical continuation as Rook takes a8. Rook takes a8. Bishop takes b3. Bishop takes b3. Rook b2. Bishop e6 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main game. Threatening bishop takes a6. Rook a7 played by Anand. Knight c1. Stop here and find the strongest move for Anand. Bishop a4 is the correct move because Rook e6. Rook c7. Knight d3. Rook d2. Bishop a6. Bishop b3. Anand have small advantage. Let's analyze the main variation. Knight c1 is a mistake played by Oro. Rook c7. Think carefully what is the best move for Oro. Rook c8 is the right idea because Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Knight takes e5. Bishop b5. Rook d2. On g6 position is equal. Shifting to the main game. Rook c7 slightly worse move played by Anand. Threatening rook takes c4. Bishop d3 is not the best move played by Oro. Bishop a4. Knight e2 check. King h2. Rook e6. Knight e1. Anand is preparing to play. Knight takes d3. Rook takes d3. Rook takes e2 and establish a winning position. Bishop a6 played by Oro. Bishop b3. Threatening rook takes f7. Rook f6 played by Oro. Threatening rook takes f2. Rook takes f6 played by Anand. Pawn takes f6. Rook takes f7. King h8. Rook takes f6. Knight c1. Rook takes h6 check. King g7. Oro considers playing. King takes h6. Bishop a4. Rook d5. On g4. Rook takes a5. Bishop c6. King g7. Knight f3. Rook a2 check. King g3 and seize the initiative. Rook takes a6 played by Anand. Knight takes b3. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Rook d3 played by Oro. Knight takes e5. Rook takes e3. Rook a7 check. King f8. Knight g6 check. King g8. On a6. Knight c5. Rook e7. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Oro? Rook a3 is best move here because on a7. Knight e4. Rook c7. Knight d2. Knight e5. King f8. Still Oro is losing. Let's analyze the main line. Rook e7. Threatening rook takes e3. Rook takes e7. Slightly worse move played by Oro. Knight takes e7 check. A tough loss for Oro, who resigned under pressure.